2, 1. We have ignition. We have a liftoff.
It says it's Voyager 1 probe, the most distant human-made object in the universe.
At the farthest edge of our solar system, where sunlight grows faint and interstellar space begins to loom, NASA's Voyager 1 has made a discovery that defies all established models of space physics. Traveling more than 15 billion miles from Earth, the aging spacecraft, launched in 1977 and long considered the vanguard of humanity's interstellar ambitions, has encountered something no one expected: a sharply defined boundary beyond the heliosphere where space behaves in ways that should not be possible according to current understanding. What Voyager 1 has found is a region that challenges the very framework of astrophysics, a phenomenon so strange and unprecedented that it's forcing scientists to question some of their most foundational theories about the structure and behavior of space itself. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. For decades, scientists have understood the edge of the solar system as a layered boundary. The heliosphere, a vast bubble of solar wind emitted by the sun, acts as a protective shield against interstellar radiation. As Voyager 1 passed through this heliopause in 2012, it officially left the sun's direct influence and entered interstellar space. Even that milestone was monumental, but what lay beyond, it was assumed, would be relatively stable, more empty than chaotic, more predictable than active. Yet what Voyager recently transmitted back from this dark frontier has overturned all such assumptions. It detected a distinct pulse, a rhythmic low-frequency oscillation that repeats with unwavering precision, seemingly coming from nowhere. Even more baffling, this pulse doesn't align with any known cosmic source, and it's not a byproduct of solar activity or background radiation. It exists in a pocket of space once thought to be inert, and its signature has remained consistent over time. The implications of this signal are staggering. It's not just the presence of the pulse that's bewildering, it's how it behaves in its environment. Voyager's instruments, though antiquated by today's standards, are finely tuned to detect plasma waves and cosmic radiation. The data reveals that this pulse alters the surrounding plasma density in a symmetrical, wave-like pattern, as if the fabric of space itself is being manipulated by some invisible force. Plasma, which constitutes 99% of visible matter in the universe, normally behaves erratically in interstellar space. Yet here, it is moving in synchronized waves, resonating with a rhythm completely alien to natural cosmic phenomena. There is no star in the vicinity that could be generating this pattern. There are no known gravitational anomalies, no black holes, no passing comets or nearby supernova remnants. The area is as empty as interstellar space can be, utterly quiet except for this relentless beat. That makes the pulse not only unique but contextually impossible. Scientists are scrambling to account for the mechanics of such a regular, powerful emission in what should be a desolate, energy-poor region. It's as if the spacecraft has stumbled upon a pocket of space where the laws of physics have taken on an unfamiliar script. Even more mysterious is the spatial coherence of the effect. Instead of radiating in all directions, as most cosmic emissions do, the pulse appears to create corridors of influence, zones where particle behavior shifts dramatically in sync with the oscillation. These corridors don't obey any known magnetic field geometry. They slice through space like invisible filaments, reorganizing charged particles with geometric precision. When Voyager crosses into one of these filaments, it records abrupt spikes in plasma density, followed by equally sudden returns to baseline conditions. No known natural phenomenon creates such isolated and consistent spatial fluctuations. Another aspect compounding the mystery is the temperature anomaly. In regions adjacent to the pulsing zone, Voyager has recorded inexplicable drops in temperature, sharp, localized coolings that suggest some sort of energy absorption or transfer is taking place. Normally, interstellar space is already extremely cold, but these areas dip below expected limits, further hinting at unknown processes at work. There is no precedent for energy being drawn out of space in such a precise, patterned manner, and current thermodynamic models cannot accommodate the data without invoking completely speculative mechanisms. Magnetic readings, too, have shifted. Voyager 1's magnetometer has picked up aligned fluxes in these regions, thin, orderly magnetic fields that seem engineered rather than naturally formed. The magnetic vectors turn in on themselves, creating loop structures not unlike those found in fusion reactors on Earth. Yet these loops exist in a place with no energy source to sustain them. They seem to appear from the void, hold their form briefly, and then vanish. It's like finding pieces of machinery floating in space, except they're made of fields rather than matter. One working hypothesis among the more daring researchers is that Voyager has encountered the footprint of a vast non-human technology, perhaps the boundary of a structure or system so old and massive that it has long since decayed into partial function. This wouldn't be a ship or station in the science fiction sense, but something far more abstract. A region of space modified at a foundational level, perhaps millennia ago, to perform a specific function that continues to ripple across space long after its architects are gone. Such a concept is, of course, speculative, but the regularity and coherence of the pulse, combined with the magnetic and plasma anomalies, has opened the door to interpretations that would have once been dismissed as fantasy. Alternatively, some physicists are suggesting that the phenomenon may be a naturally occurring, but previously undetected interaction between the solar system's motion through the galaxy and the interstellar medium. Perhaps, they argue, we are witnessing a kind of interstellar wake, a hydrodynamic effect caused by our solar system carving through the galactic plasma at hundreds of thousands of kilometers per hour. But even that model struggles to explain the perfect symmetry of the pulse, its unchanging frequency, and the filamentary spatial structure. There are simply too many details that resist simplification. Voyager 1 is not equipped with the most advanced tools. Its instruments were designed half a century ago, using technology that predates personal computers, and yet it continues to function far beyond its expected lifespan, sending back data in bursts of weak radio signals that take more than 22 hours to reach Earth. Despite its age, it is giving us the clearest glimpse yet into a realm of space where mystery reigns. The persistence of the signal, the consistency of the anomalies, and the total lack of context for them, all of it adds up to a discovery that borders on the miraculous. What makes this discovery all the more profound is its singularity. Voyager 2, which is also in interstellar space but following a different trajectory, has detected none of the same anomalies. The pulse and its associated effects appear to be confined to a narrow region that Voyager 1 alone has entered. That confinement suggests either that the phenomenon is tightly localized, like a cosmic eddy, or that Voyager 1 has somehow passed through a portal into a fundamentally different kind of space, one shaped by variables we have yet to comprehend. The scientific community is already buzzing with implications. If this phenomenon can be confirmed and mapped, it could redefine how we model the edge of the solar system and its interface with the broader galaxy. For years, researchers have suspected that the heliopause may not be a simple boundary, but rather a dynamic, perhaps even sentient interface, responsive to galactic conditions in ways we cannot yet detect. Voyager's data might be the first direct evidence of such a model, pointing toward a boundary layer that is not merely physical but possibly informational in nature. The rhythmic pulse with its unwavering tempo almost suggests a kind of signal, a transmission not meant for us but detected nonetheless. And in the silence of interstellar space, such regularity stands out like a beacon. It's not noise, not chaos. It is structure, it is purpose. Whether that purpose is natural or engineered remains unknown, but either possibility rewrites what we think we know about the cosmos. If it is natural, it may represent a fundamental property of the galaxy that we've only just begun to perceive. If it is artificial, then it raises questions too vast to fully articulate. One cannot help but reflect on the metaphorical power of the moment. A tiny, outdated probe, built with 1970s engineering and fueled by the last embers of radioactive decay, stumbling upon something so alien and profound that it may take generations to understand. Voyager 1 has become more than a mission. It is now a messenger in the truest sense, bringing news from a realm beyond imagination. And for the moment, it is the only human-made object to have crossed into this uncharted zone. NASA teams are working tirelessly to refine and interpret the data. Every byte is precious, every pattern scrutinized. The pulse has now persisted across multiple data sets and is being monitored for any sign of modulation or decay. If it changes, it could suggest interaction. If it remains stable, it suggests a system of incomprehensible longevity. Either way, it is something new under the sun, except it's not under the sun at all, but far beyond where the rules of the solar system no longer apply. This is not merely an extension of prior discoveries, it is not an incremental advance. It is a rupture, a tear in the known fabric of astrophysics that demands to be examined, understood, and eventually explained. Voyager 1 has given humanity a gift as mysterious as the stars themselves, evidence that, even in the most desolate parts of space, the universe still holds secrets capable of reshaping everything we think we know. The edge of the solar system has revealed itself to be far more than a fading threshold. It may be the doorstep to a reality we never imagined existed. If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on Voyager's impossible discovery, alien life, or physics-breaking event? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.